You likely remember early on in the pandemic when schools and businesses were dealing with this challenge, Zoom hackers in their meetings. Well, turns out that might have been an inside job. Here is the buzz. New research from the University of Binghamton shows many of the people who interrupt meetings with inappropriate content, they aren't hackers at all. Instead, someone sends them an invite or posts the login details online. Researchers say the best way to keep your meeting secure is to protect the login information. And while some are still enjoying working from home, others are ready to get back to the office. And supposedly, there are 4 different types of remote workers. So you've got the thriving employees. Those are the ones who have more drive and job satisfaction than they had pre-pandemic. Then there are the hopeful employees who feel like their company has handled the pandemic well, but they just miss their coworkers. You have discouraged employees who have seen a sharp decline in mental health and are more stressed since working from home. And then there are trapped employees who just hate every part of working from home. So we're asking you to join in the conversation online. If you're still working from home, are you still liking it? Or have you had about enough of it? You can always chime in on Facebook and Twitter.